Morning children. Today we will study about the external sources of recruitment. So external sources of recruitment. It refers to recruitment from outside the organization. When the employees are recruited from outside the organization, then that is called the external sources of recruitment. Basically, there are 10 external sources of recruitment. The first is direct recruitment. Under this, a notice is placed on the notice board of the enterprise specifying the details of the job available. So in this, on the notice board of the organization, a notice is placed specifying the details of the job. Job seeker assemble outside the premises of the organization as on the specific date, and selection is done on the spot. So all the job seekers assemble outside the organization on that specific date, and then the job selection is done on the spot. It is used to employ casual and badly workers. This is basically done for the laborers and also for the workers who are paid remuneration on daily basis. This is best for the daily basis workers. The merit of using this method is that it is inexpensive and does not involve any cost. So this is a very expensive method of recruitment, and it is basically done for the laborers, daily paid laborers. Second is casual callers. Many business organizations keep a database of unsolicited applicants in their file. So many unsolicited applicants whom they have not taken in the previous selection, their data is kept in the file. Such file can be recalled to fill the current vacant positions. So when the current vacant position is there, the previous candidates who are not selected can be again recalled for the selection process. The major merit of using this source is that it is inexpensive method of recruitment. So this is also an inexpensive method of recruitment. Advertising in newspaper and trade journal is the common method of encouraging people to apply for the jobs. So advertising in the newspaper and also in the trade journal is the common way by which the company encourage the people to apply for the jobs. The advantage of using this advertisement is that it can give a lot of information about the company as well as of the job. So the most important thing of this advertisement is it gives a lots of information about the job itself and also about the company. But sometimes it may lead to a flood of response largely made up of application for suitable candidates. So sometimes it may happen that many people, after seeing the advertisement, many people can apply for the job, and most of them who are not suitable also will apply for this type of job through the after reading the advertisement. The fourth is employment exchange. These are run by the government and helps to match personnel demand and supply for serving at the link between the job seekers and the employers. So this is basically for the employment exchange is done by the government, and it is a bridge between the job seekers and the employers. It is run by the government and help to match the personal demand and supply. So it fulfills the demand and supply of the employees between the job seeker and also employer. Since a record of these exchanges are not up to date, candidate referred to them may not be suitable. Since these exchanges do not keep up to date knowledge, that is why the candidate referred to them may not be suitable. The fifth is placement agencies and management consultant. They compile the biodata of large number of candidates and provide them to organization for demand. They are most important and they fulfill the demand and supply process. They keep the biodata of large number of candidates and provide the organization when there is demand of the employees. Such agencies charge a fees for their service they provide to the organization. For that they charge a fees from the organization. Now the sixth process is campus recruitment. Many organizations maintain a close link with the universities, vocational and management institute in order to recruit fresh talents and qualified personnels. So many organizations, many institutions, many companies, they maintain a close contact with the universities where the students are trained, vocational and management institutes, so that directly they can hire the fresh talents from there. Then the seventh one is a recommendation of the employees. Employees of an organization recommend the names of their friends, relatives and neighbors. Sometimes the employees also recommend the names of their friends, relatives and neighbors, which prove to be a very good source of recruitment. It is a reliable source as the background of the suggested candidate is well known. So this is also a reliable source because the background of the employee is already known by the employee of that organization. Then labor contract, they maintain the close contact with the laborers and they can provide large number of workers for a short period of time. So labor contractors are there, the company contact with them and within a short period of time they can give a large number of workers at a very short notice. A major drawback of this source is that if there occurs a conflict between the contractor and the company, then the whole labor group will be removed or will move out. The entire workforce will quit from the work. Then ninth is advertising on television. Advertising through television allows the enterprise to reach a large number of people, providing detailed information regarding the job as well as the company. So when the advertisement is done on the television, then large number of people come for the job. Then the last one is web publishing. Internet is becoming a common source of recruitment these days because there is lots of use of the internet. There are many websites like Naukri.com, Monster.com, etc. designed to provide information to both the job seekers and the employers. So web publishing is also very important external source of recruitment. Now, what are the merits of external source and what are the demerits of external source? First merit of external source is qualified personnel. An organization can attract highly qualified personnel through the external source. Now, second is wider choice. External source create a large pool of candidate to choose from for the organization. So a large number of candidates apply for the job because of external sources. Then third is fresh talent. External source helps to bring fresh talent into the organization. So because of this external source, fresh talent come into the organization from the other organization. Then competitive spirit, new entrants and qualified freshers create competitive spirit and help to improve the performance. When the new people come from the other organization, they create a competitive spirit and also they are qualified and fresh. As a result, the improvement of the performance of the company improves. What are the demerits of external sources? First is dissatisfaction among the existing staff. Recruitment from external source may create dissatisfaction among the existing staff as their chances of promotion are reduced. Since the chances of the promotion of the old staff is reduced, that is why it creates a dissatisfaction among the old staffs. Then second is lengthy process. Recruitment from external source involves lots of time and effort of the manager. So recruitment from the external source requires lots of time from the time and effort of the managers. And then the last one is costly process. Recruitment from external source involves a lot of expenditure. Lot of expenditure on advertisement, and selection and other process is required. That is why it is a costly process. So today only this much. Thank you.